Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Raina Rose back with another video, and today I'm going to be answering some of you guys' questions. I posted on Instagram for you guys to ask me any question you want to ask, and I picked 21 questions out of your questions that I will be answering today. I have you guys' questions right here. Just gonna hop right into it. So the first question I have is it okay to be with a partner that doesn't do anything unless you ask him to do it, but he does whatever I ask, but I have to tell him to do it? I feel like that is every woman's frustration, is that we just want men to know what we want them to do, and they don't know. Like, they're just such clueless creatures, and we just want them to do things without us having to ask. I've been there for sure, done that. Brett, honey, definitely. But I feel like you have to teach him. You have to teach men how to love you, you know. And if he's a good man, and obviously you said that he does anything that you ask him, but you have to tell him to do it. So obviously he loves you and cares about you. So I definitely feel like it's okay to be with him. But as long as he's willing to change, and you know, because that can end up in the future like just completely blowing you where you just can't tolerate it. But as long as you can tolerate it and he's willing to try to make little changes for the better for you and your relationship, I feel like it's okay, and it's something that you guys could get through. Next question was, how would you react if you find out Brett has another woman in his life? And for me, I think that is a silly question, because how do you think I'm gonna react? I'm gonna be sad and hurt, first of all. But I don't think, and I've never thought that Brett had another woman in his life, or if I did, I would not be with him at all whatsoever. I feel like that is a very, what's the word? Insecure. I found the word. It's a very insecure way of thinking. Obviously, you don't trust your partner if you think that way, and that's just a toxic way of thinking. I don't think that. Brett has to work, you know, somebody has to pay the bills. So although I hated being alone, and Race is calling me off. So although I hated being alone and it's no fun, you know, Brett hasn't given me any reason to believe that he has another woman. So I don't believe that he does. What ethnicity is Race? What ethnicity are you, Race? My daddy is Jamaican. My mother is African American and Native American, but I'm black. And so he's black and white. He's biracial, obviously, but yeah, he's German, Scottish, Norwegian, and African American. What is one weakness that you have that negatively affects your relationship? For me, anger. I get really upset about things, and I just don't know how to contain my anger sometimes. You know, I just like talk in an angry way. Like, okay, so I don't know, y'all. I don't know how to explain it. Anger is one weakness that I have that negatively affects my relationship, because if I'm sad, I express it in anger. If I'm mad, I express it in anger. And I need to learn how to express my sadness as hurt and sadness and not anger. I need to learn how to better express my frustrations. When Brett, he could do like the smallest thing sometimes, and I'll get upset with him because he just be like so clueless sometimes. So yeah, anger is one weakness that I have that negatively affects my relationship. Where do you see yourself in 3 years? In 3 years, I see myself as a wife, a mother of 3 boys and 1 girl, and don't look at me like that, and a personal trainer with my own business. Where is your dad? I have a dad. I don't know if y'all think black people don't have dads, but my dad is the most amazing, beautiful creature ever that walked the planet Earth. And it's so funny because Brett is literally like the white version of my dad. My dad is tall and he's large and he's bald and he's a Pisces. That's everything that Brett is, except my dad is black and Brett is white. But literally, they're the freaking same human beings. And I just love my daddy so much. I'm a Zadie's girl. And I'm closer with my dad, honestly, than I am with my mom. And I just love my dad. And I have a dad. And he's in Ohio. He lives on the opposite side of the country than we do. Next question is, will you ever get married? Tink. Y'all see that? I'm engaged, y'all. I'm engaged, y'all. Yes, I will get married very, very soon. We are getting married so soon. And I'm excited. What are you going to school for? I am studying to become a licensed dietitian and a certified personal trainer. If you could change anything about Brett, what would it be and why? If I could change anything about Brett, it would be he's overly nice. He's a nice person, and he gets that from his mom. Him and his mom is the most nice woman I've ever met in my life. But I feel like too nice, where like Brett does not like conflict, and he's just nice. He's just a nice man. So I would make him a little bit more rah, you know? Well, he's nice. He's nice in a way. He's nice in a way that he don't like conflict. But he can be an a-hole for sure, but he just don't like conflict sometimes, so he just won't face things. That's something I would change about him. It's like face your problems instead of just avoid them. Do you ever want a baby girl? Yes, I want a baby girl. I never in my life thought that I would want a baby girl. I always thought that I would just be a boy mom, mainly because of my relationship with my mom. It is and was pretty toxic, and I did not like it, and I did not ever want to put any of the things that I felt onto my daughter, you know, like the you know, it's usually a cycle. But now I feel like I would definitely break that cycle, because I just know what I felt I would never want my daughter to feel. And I feel like I want a daughter. I want a mini me to love. And yes, I want a daughter. Did you ever see marriage in your future? Heck yeah. I come from a large family. I have 16 siblings and a very actually close family. But I always wanted like the picket fence, the nice brick house, the golden retriever, and a husband type of life. So, and I still see that in my future for sure. So yes, I always thought that I would be married. And I always saw marriage in my future. What was your longest relationship? My longest relationship was with my oldest two sons' father, and that was for 5 years. Have you ever gotten your heart broken? Yes, I've got my heart broken. See, that's what I mean, y'all, about my anger. Because Brett just came in here being like, while I'm trying to record this video. And I just got so annoyed.
And he's the baddest thing. He's the baddest thing.
Here, I got a whole bunch of napkins. Wipe your hands.
Can you give me a slightly wet paper towel?
I think people are buying paper towels and toilet paper. I gotta apologize for dressing so scandalous.
What are you talking about?
I went to the store and this older African American female asked me if I was a Chippendale, and I was like, you know, no. She's like, you should be.
A Chippendale?
Yeah.
Why would she say that? Did she really just randomly say that?
Yeah, she was driving. I was walking with my cart, minded my own business, mind you. Like, excuse me. Had to take my headphones out. And she let me know.
Mommy, here, get my sock.
Usually,
Mommy, here.
they think that he's like a football player or something.
Yeah.
He's not even into sports at all. Oh, have you ever got your heart broken? Yeah. I mean, I think everyone has.
I read like 6 times.
I think everybody has before. But yes, I did. Obviously, because I have 2 other kids before Brett. And obviously, when you have kids, you want it to work out because every kid needs 2 parents. It's very important. So yeah, that hurt my little heart that it didn't work out for my children's. Do you have regrets in life? I don't have regrets in life because I feel like, no, you shouldn't have regrets in life. I feel like if things worked out for you, then that's a blessing. And if not, it's the lesson. Whatever you did that you don't like that you did, it's a lesson and it taught you something and it made you who you are today. So no, I do not have regrets in life. Of course, I've made mistakes in life, but I don't have like regrets in life or, you know, because it's made me who I am today, whatever I've done, and I appreciate that. Have you had racist encounters because of your relationship? Abso-freaking-tootly. Babe! Babe, 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 babe. Babe, come here. I have a question.
What?
Well, they have a question. So right here. Step a seat. Wait, have a seat into my office. Something. How do you do? Have a seat into my office. Anyways, have you had racist encounters because of your relationship?
Racist encounters because of my relationship?
Yeah, like at all?
Because? No.
No?
People unknowing? Yeah.
Unknowing?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I hear people say things.
So, because you're together.
No.
So elaborate on what you mean.
Or just regular old white people saying racist things, but they don't know that I'm with you.
Oh, okay. So he's had people talk about black people not knowing that he has a black family. Interesting.
I think I fit. I think I fit the lending ear for the conversation.
Yeah. So me, yes, I've had racist encounters because of my relationship, and go ahead. Surprisingly, mostly from African American men. To be honest, they don't like that I'm with
Because I took a good one.
a white guy, and they'll like once they find out that I'm with a white guy, they'll like laugh or like make it like a joke or like don't take it serious. Or I've had people come into my inbox and tell me like you're not supposed to mix with them and God didn't make them, and then send me all these verses from the Bible that somehow they twisted into believing that it means that we're not supposed to, black people and white people aren't supposed to be together. But I definitely believe in God, and I do not believe that black people and white people are not supposed to be together. God says, love thy neighbor as thyself. He does not say, love the white man as thyself or love the black woman as thyself. He said, love your neighbor as thyself. So I feel like we're all equal, and it doesn't make a difference. But yes, I've had racist encounters. Also, here in my apartment where I live, there's this Karen, as we call it today in 2020. And she's so upset that I guess that Brett is with me. Like my sons, I always teach my son to hold the door, especially for women. So my sons will always like run to the door to hold the door for her. And she'll just walk out the door with her kids and like not say nothing to my sons, and always have like a nasty stank look on her face. And I definitely told my sons, do not hold the door for that woman again, because don't make me go crazy, honey. Yeah, and then she, like, I've heard her just say little remarks to her kids and just very upset and nasty that Brett is with my black ass. Okay. Do you have a preference? Okay, so this is a tricky question because I've answered this before and it wasn't understood. So do I have a preference as far as physicality? I like tall, like above 6 foot. I like muscular. I like large, like thick and muscular. A man that looks like he can protect something. And other than that, typically I like a black, dark-skinned man with long dreadlocks, or even light-skinned, but I like black men with dreadlocks. I love like how black men with dreadlocks look. So I've said that before, and I was asked like, so why would you settle? I'm not settling at all, because black people with black men with dreadlocks, and from my experience, they have been no good for me, and they're just usually it's hard as heck to find like a perfect, tall, muscular black man with dreadlocks and thick that's gonna treat you like a queen. Brett treats me like a queen, and he checks off a lot of those marks. He's tall, he's thick, he's muscular, and then plus he treats me like a queen. So I'm not settling at all. But a preference as far as physicality, do you want more kids? I don't know if I already answered this question. But yes, I want more kids. I want one more kid. I want a daughter. And after that, that's the cutoff. Absolutely done. No more at all. Finito, tubes, tied. Is he your first Caucasian that you've dated? No, he's not my first Caucasian that I've dated. Actually, like in grade school, I've always dated Caucasian people. And then, I went to Atlanta and I met my son's dad. And I had a couple other little black boyfriends. And then, not little black boyfriends, like they're just little, but a couple other small relationships. And then I moved back to the West Coast, to Las Vegas. And since moving to Las Vegas, literally, there's a lot of white people here, and I attract a lot of white people here, honestly. And so that's actually been like what I've mostly attracted is white men since I've moved to Las Vegas. But no, he's not my first white relationship. White relationship. Interracial relationship. He's not the first Caucasian that I've dated. No. Have you ever visited Jamaica? No, I have not myself visited Jamaica. If you guys know, my grandpa is straight from Kingston, Jamaica, but I have not visited Jamaica myself. I would love to. Hopefully after coronavirus is over and settled, or under control, Brett and I definitely want to take a lot of trips as family. So I'm sure, God willing, we will make it there, and I cannot wait. The next question is, what is your baby's name? My son's name is Race, Rayce, and it's pronounced Race, like Race. Race means counselor. And in the time of quarantine and coronavirus, when I was pregnant and it first hit, he literally counseled me. Like, he made me feel so much better. Like, he was my light in that dark moment. So his name is Race, counselor, protector. And my final question is, how do you trust your partner when you have trust issues? So I feel like, sure, people have trust issues, but I feel like that's kind of what the dating phase is for. And then once you're in a relationship, it must be because you've built a certain amount of trust for your partner. So I feel like if you don't have trust, there's absolutely nothing. I feel like you should trust your partner until he gives you a reason not to trust him. Trust him. Let that wall down, or else you're going to damage things. Let your wall down until you have a reason not to. And don't be I don't want to get hurt. I don't know, you gotta take that chance for love, I feel like. So how do you trust your partner when you have trust issues? If you don't trust your partner, you should leave, because that's toxic for the both of you, and eventually it's just not going to work out. So I just feel like you should trust him until he's giving you reason to believe that you shouldn't. And once you have reason to believe that you shouldn't be with his ass, because that's toxic. That's toxic, okay? Unless you guys are going to go to counseling and work it out. I definitely don't believe you should just, this ain't that, I'm not going to be together. But trust and communication is a huge thing. If you don't have trust, you don't got jack. And if you don't have communication, eventually it's not going to work. So me and Brett and I, we're going to counseling. We're starting counseling pretty soon, and I'm excited for that. But yeah, trust is a huge factor and something you should think about. If you do not trust your partner, then you should communicate regarding that. And if you guys could work on it, then golden. And if not, I definitely think that you should probably dismiss yourself from that relationship and move on to someone that you can trust and grow and have a healthy, successful relationship with. So yeah, thank y'all for y'all questions. Thank you guys so much for participating and helping me out with this video by sending me your questions. Please continue to comment on my videos. Please continue to like my videos. Definitely feel free to share my videos. And please, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Until next time, peace.